The South Texas ocelot species is disappearing. Conservationists say there's still hope.
Yeah, the cats are reproducing, and then there is the health of the older members of the population. Channel 5's Christian Von Preisen is in our studio to explain what challenges the species is up against.
That's right, those conservationists are working hard to keep the species going. They say they're breeding the ocelot in captivity to help the species in the wild. As South Texas expands, other spaces are dwindling.
You want up?
Yep. Inside this crate is a species the product of countless hours of care, public spending, and concern.
You are the best ocelot in the world.
Clyde the ocelot is an ambassador for a population in South Texas that numbers less than 100. In the span of evolutionary time, there's very little standing between a wild, elusive ocelot you're likely to never see for yourself and the kind of cat you have at your house. The two share a lot of the same behaviors. An ocelot doesn't want to be seen.
They could be right there 100 yards away from us. We wouldn't know.
It thrives in the brush and keeps away from people.
Come on, buddy.
What a good boy.
Hi, handsome.
Much like an everyday house cat, Clyde has his own quirks.
Good cat. Good boy.
That low noise is a growl. Clyde doesn't like coming out of his crate, and when he does,
Good boy.
it's on his own terms. Clyde is a 13-year-old ocelot that makes him a senior citizen for his species.
Good Clyde, Clyde. I love you, Clyde.
His handler, J. Brooks Jensen, knows the exercise is good.
I hope he sniffs the air and just actually has a stimulating moment and enjoys it.
Clyde is aging. His population in the United States is endangered. But this senior ocelot and others his age aren't the end of something. They're also the beginning.
Clyde, find a good tree, buddy.
Aging males at the Texas Zoo in Victoria, where Clyde is from, are candidates to be fathers for a new generation. This February, the zoo had its first birth in a while.
Our long-term goal is to breed these guys to be so successful that we can release them in the wild. So hopefully someday we can repopulate this area and bring the numbers up to where the genetic pool is stable and will thrive.
That will take years of hard work.
Good boy.
Jensen says the species Clyde is a part of doesn't breed quickly. And over the years, a number of ocelot we do have in the wild were run over by cars.
The biggest problem is roadkill. People running them down.
He says people in rural areas known to have ocelot need to drive slow. Ambassadors like Clyde.
He wants back in already. Clyde, you're an ocelot. You're in the ocelot sanctuary.
You don't smell your cousins, buddy?
This is like heaven for you, buddy.
They're giving conservationists something very important by living in captivity. They're giving them the genetic material that gives them hope this species could come back. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service says a number of ocelot have been hit on roads in the past, but they're optimistic because fewer ocelot have been hit on the roads lately. In Channel 5 News Studio, Christian Von Preisen, Channel 5 News at 6.